Welcome back. You're watching Commodity Champions, and the gold prices have hit an all-time highs of more than a lakh rupees per 10 grams in India after seeing nearly 1.5% of a surge overnight. That's the biggest one-day gain that we've seen in gold prices in more than 2 months. There are several global factors that are supporting the prices, including the weak US jobs data that put pressure on the US dollar. The market is also pricing in an 80% chance of a Fed rate cut in the month of September. Another factor is President Trump's tariffs that have added to the global uncertainty. Physical demand for gold is also expected to pick up as the Indian festival season begins in the month of August with Raksha Bandhan. So where are the gold prices headed next, and what is the kind of demand that we're anticipating? To get answers to all of those questions, we are now joined by Shreyansh Kapoor. He's Vice President at Kashi Jewellers, and Sumeet Anand of Punjabi Saraf Jewellers, Indore. Gentlemen, hi, thank you so much for joining in. It clearly is a time where there's a lot of uncertainty, but within that as well, the gold prices have just surged, trading above a lakh rupees at 10 grams. Shreyansh, while the IGS numbers clearly have been on the stronger side, as Mr. Bansali told us, but it really will boil down to the consumers coming in and buying at those levels. So what is it that you feel could conspire in the next 3 months, let's say? Because starting from now until Diwali, and then, of course, the Christmas demand globally will start picking up as well. So second half always is very important. But what are you reading into consumer trends? Will they buy at these higher levels?
Right. Hello, Manisha ji. So great to be part of the program, and thank you for including me. So as we were discussing the other time, the rate is up above 1 lakh. I'm just seeing a rate of 1 lakh 2,000 is hovering around that price. And, I have noticed in the last 2 months, the price, people are not digesting the price of 1 lakh plus. This is a one thing which we are seeing with the Indian consumer. I was sharing my opinion last time that what has happened is we're seeing a lot of customers coming and selling their old jewelry, whether for profit taking or for other reasons. But the demand as such has not picked up. Having said that, our next quarter is crucial, and I would literally use the word critical for the success of jewelry retailers in India. For the simple reason being that we enter as soon as Raksha Bandhan happens, which is happening this weekend, we're going to have a surge in festivals. And with that, traditionally, the buying also increases. So we are really, really hoping that they will start digesting the 1 lakh plus rate. And because of that, they would also start increasing the diamond jewelry. Another point to add, we are very happy to see that the BIS hallmarking has added the 9 carat as a jewelry category. And I feel in the next few months, this category should also come in, and this would also, we'll have more jewelry coming in this, albeit maybe not just gold, but with diamond and gold in it. And then so is the 14 carat, which is there. So I would say that would be better price points for consumers to buy.
Mr. Kapoor, 9 carat has just been introduced and it perhaps is used in very fewer geographies. And the overall gold buying, 9 carat is still a very, very small piece of that segment there. What kind of numbers, if you had to look at all categories of, let's say, 24 and 22 and 18 and 14, and now we have 9 carat jewelry coming out as well, how would you put percentage in sense of market share for all of these caratages?
Right. So there's a market for all. I was in IIJS. I just came back last evening, and I was surprised that when I went to the World Gold Council booth, they were showing me jewelry in 24 carat, which was very surprising. So on one spectrum, we having jewelry which is going to come in 24 carat pure. And on the other side, we have a 37.8% purity, which is 9 carat. So to answer your question, I would say the ballpark figure, India's love for 22 carat will still remain. I don't see that changing, but the ratios will change. I'm seeing a lot more people already picking up a lot of gold jewelry in 18 carat, a lot of people buying diamond jewelry in 14 carat. And I feel some of the people who buying 14 carat diamond jewelry will move to the 9 carat, especially to the gifting category, because this is the one category in which people still want to buy precious gold and precious diamond and they still want to extend their budget too much. So I feel it's a great thing for their wallet. And the share will only increase with due time as the rate. And now the rates of 1 lakh 10,000. If that's the story which it continues, then I see a great future for the 9 carat and the 14 carat market ahead.
So, well, higher prices and lower caratages is perhaps what we're looking at in this season there. Sumit, let me get you in the conversation. And what is your initial reaction to the higher prices? And as Shreyansh was telling us, the last quarter or the last 6 months perhaps has seen more sellers, more exchange for old, for new jewelry. New buyers clearly have been on the lower side.
So I totally agree with Shreyansh ji, and yes, this is gonna happen. And but what I see is that slowly and gradually, people are still, okay with these rates also. Because earlier there was a reluctance, but now I see that those who wants to buy, they buy. And definitely, as the season come closer, they will be more easy and they will be more comfortable because they see a good future in gold also, and they don't want to lose this opportunity at this rate also. So I see a very good future and a very good festival season coming in.
Hmm. Sumit, since you are on the bullish side there, is there a number that you're working with? Because the last quarter has seen a very sharp decline in volumes. Of course, the value-wise numbers do seem better. But for these next 3 months, which Shreyansh calls crucial and critical as well, what is the kind of volume and value numbers are you working with?
So what I understand, retail is a very tricky and a very tough for every segment now, especially jewelry. So we all have to work hard on marketing, on being seen everywhere. Uh, People have a dream and they want to buy, but yes, we have to be categorically there where they want to see us. The marketing will play a bigger role, and I'm very happy the way World Gold Council have came forward with a lovely, initiative to bring in 24 carats. And yes, if it is seen more, people will be more comfortable. What I see in numbers, our last quarter went well. Yes, we didn't find any growth, but we were at par almost. But I see this coming quarter should be around 20-25% growth,
That is in value terms or volume terms?
value terms.
All right. Well, the whole question really is volume, isn't it? Because
I
that
know,
is
I
what
know.
we,
I know, but
yeah.
the diamond proportion is also growing.
Okay.
What I see, the lab grown time, that confusions, which was peoples were reluctant in buying diamonds, but they are coming back and buying diamonds and polki in a big way now, and especially weddings, they are more concentrated on diamond and polki. So if the value is also same, and if we sell more diamond and polki, we are at par, I think.
Hmm. So it really is going to be about the studded sector game that can really, keep the numbers on the higher side. Sumit, since you mentioned lab growns right now, how do people come asking for it? How bigger of a piece of a pie is that seem to be getting, especially in the Indian markets?
No, rarely. Rarely. There is a market, I'm okay, but I don't see anything big around that. At least there is no competition with the real diamond world.
Hmm. Shreyansh, what is your sense? Because, now the consumer is spoiled for choice. You have gold categories a lot to play with. You have naturals and lab-grown diamonds there. There is gemstones, which seems to be making a strong entry within the Indian markets now. What is it? A polki, something that Sumit also mentioned.
This is what I always maintain for any retailer to survive. You cannot survive on the margins what we get in gold jewelry. You have to look at other category, and studded is one great category to look at. Having said that, Polki definitely is a very high profit margin product, but then Polki is very determined to only the wedding season, which we are very early. Right now, we are entering the festival season. I do see a lot of demand coming up in the diamond category. And to answer the other question that what is how the ratio of lab grown and natural is, I'm very happy to share that in the last 6 months, the demand of natural diamonds is slowly coming back to its older levels. I'm getting a lot of solitaires demands. I'm getting more people asking for more diamond necklaces in price points. And the great part is the diamond price, because they have not increased, it offsets the high gold price. So it's a great alternative what we can offer to our consumers, where they have a certain amount. Let's say they want to spend a lakh rupees and they hardly get anything in that lakh rupees in a gold jewelry, especially if it comes to a category like necklaces. But in diamond jewelry, with the 14 karat diamond jewelry, they can definitely get a decent size necklace with earrings and sometimes even a ring also in that budget. So this is a category which I feel can really grow. Also to share, DBS has just joined hand with the GJEPC, and they just launched the Indira campaign. I was part of that campaign, which they had just this last Friday in Bombay
Hmm.
and in Mumbai, and it was amazing because we seeing all the retailers coming together. and to again try to push the natural diamond category. And I feel that's a really right way forward.
Oh, well, yes, this was long overdue, wasn't it, Shreyansh? Because for some years, we did not see the industry come together. But clearly, the last 6 or 12 months has seen a lot of these kind of coming together of various industries and brands and associations and trying to put forth jewelry as a whole and absolutely natural diamonds there. Sumeet, this one is to you. So while gold and diamonds is one part of it, we also have seen silver jewelry pick up. Platinum did come back into conversation as well.
Yes, platinum, especially males, they are opting for it, and it's a different niche market. Platinum, especially what I see is men's having chains, especially their nice chains and then bands. These two categories doing well for us at least, and yes, it's growing. It's growing. I don't do silver much, so I cannot comment on silver. But yes, platinum is doing well for us.
So, Ms. everybody has a view on gold. What's your sense on where could we see the prices by the end of this year?
Ah, mhm. So, yes, I see it growing. What I see is 1.5 to 1.6.
Shreyansh, you want to stick your neck out and also come out with a price there? 1,05,000. Sumeet, you said 1,05,000, 1,50,000. Sumeet, did you say 1,50,000?
150 this year. Yeah.
150 this year.
Yeah.
That's a very, very bullish call. Shreyansh, what's your sense?
I think, rupee-wise, it should definitely cross the 1,05,000 very, very soon. And then we're going to see the next break at about 110. I don't see crossing 115 to 120. I mean, 120 is also, I think, stretching it till December. That's my personal view.
So the markets really seem to be factoring.
The coming year.
Yeah. In the coming year, yes.
Yes.
The next 12 months does sound like
Yes.
that. And while, of course, I think the interest rate cuts and the dollar index declining could be some couple of supporting
Yes.
factors in the gold prices there. Let me come to both of you now for a final set of questions there. Going forward now with hopes high, all readiness in place, especially with the festival season coming in, what are the challenges, Shreyansh, that you see in this industry going forward?
Like Sumeet ji is rightly saying, it's all about now pitching us in the right way to the consumers. And with the new Indira campaign coming up with De Beers and EJPC, if we can really push the natural diamond story, that will really make a difference. This is how it used to be in the old days when we really used to market natural diamonds. And that's where you would be surprised in the early 2000s to about 2006, the diamond ratio changed as high as 35% of a retailer. And then it went down to a low figure of 15%. So, we still have scope to get that margin back, to get the natural diamonds pushed out. And I feel it's the right marketing and the right consumer storytelling, which we can, and especially the emotional part of the marketing, if we can really, hit in that direction.
That point is well taken. So very bullish on gold prices, bullish also when it comes to value and volume going forward into this quarter. As said, it's an important one. It starts with Raksha Bandhan is this weekend and then continues until Diwali. And then there's a wedding season and then Christmas and New Year and then the wedding season yet again. So, well, absolutely next 6 months, very, very important for this segment. And within that, we'll also have to watch out for on what kind of tariff agreements do take place. That will impact the industry quite a bit as well. But as always, Sumeet, Shreyansh, thank you so much for joining in and making sense of a sector which really seems to be quite on the edge at this point in time. But with that, that's all the time that we have on this edition of Commodity Champions. Thank you for watching.